Staying with that story, we can speak to Corey Brett-Schneider, Professor of Political Science at Brown University in New York right now. Professor, good to talk to you. President Trump says he's found the very best judge in the country for the Supreme Court. How do you feel about it?
Well, he's prone to hyperbole. I think we have to ask a lot of questions if he gets to at the confirmation hearings, and we have to hear lots about his views. He's written a lot, more than many justices. He has a book about assisted suicide. We should talk about that. We should talk about his decision in Hobby Lobby and how far he wants to extend it out. And there's a lot of material to go on, a lot to learn.
President Trump and the Vice President have made much of their wish to overturn Roe v. Wade to tackle the issue of legal abortion. What do you think there?
I think there's a very serious issue. This book we need to look closely at is based on his dissertation about assisted suicide, which he is adamantly opposed to. And he doesn't discuss abortion, but many of the themes that are laid out there, I think, raise questions about whether or not he would uphold a woman's right to choose. I think it's likely that he would not. And I'm frankly worried about a more radical step that I'd want to know if he would take, which is whether he would outlaw abortion nationally by finding that the fetus has a fundamental constitutional right to life.
He is known as a proponent of strictly interpreting the Constitution. How does that factor into your concerns?
Well, his view is called originalism. It was the view held by Justice Scalia, and it favors a very strict reading of the Constitution. And they're opposed to the doctrine that's the basis of abortion rights, and that's the doctrine of the right to privacy. Usually, many originalists, certainly Scalia, don't like the idea of the right to privacy because they don't find it in the text of the Constitution.